So you've read the title and you know what you're here for. Ananya Panday, a controversial figure. A lot of haters, a lot of lovers. Gauri Khan, even more controversial. A lot of lovers, a lot of haters. And especially a lot of interior designers having a lot of mixed views about her. So you and I, we are here to break it down, cut the crap, and call a spade a spade. So let's get started.
Hi, Adi. This is Ananya Panday. Welcome to my home. Come on in. There are like certain things that I would always see in my, home with my parents, and I'd be like, oh, if I lived alone, I would do this. If I lived alone, I would do that. It seems so silly and small, but like I wanted to buy my own cutlery and I wanted to host people a certain way. And for me, I think it's like a symbol and a metaphor of me actually growing up and taking responsibility and adulting. Welcome to my living.
She's adorable, and her house looks as adorable. From the colors that she used, it's all neutral, a hint of pink, which is very girly. And of course, her buying her first house at the age of 23, it had to be her personality.
Room, come dining room, come TV room. It's all in one. This is where I eat my breakfast and I read my newspaper in the morning. How I like to host is I like just putting all the dinner on the table and then everyone...
Her living, dining, her TV area is all in one space. So of course, she has a open layout. And I have a lot of high expectations from this house.
Like just putting all the dinner on the table and then everyone can either sit on the table, some people were sitting out on the floor. I'm not really particular. I just want people to be comfortable.
There are really cute 4 chairs in a neoclassical design, covered in fur fabric. Like we reacted to one of Gauri Khan's house previously, she uses a lot of Timothy Oulton lights in her projects, and I can see one right here also. There is a mirror right opposite to her dining table. If a small space has those mirrors in the area, it makes the room look bigger. It gives a depth on the wall. Having all those rounded edges and not anything right perpendicular makes it more soft. It makes the space looks much calmer and more peaceful.
And then everyone can either sit on the table, some people were sitting out on the floor. I'm not really particular. I just want people to be comfortable. This is where I spend all of my time. And when I mean all of my time, I mean all of
A flat ceiling makes it more luxurious sometimes when you have a smaller space with no unnecessary coves and depths in it, which I like what she has here. There is a simple cornice going all around the ceiling in a simple rectangular shape, gives a depth to the ceiling and still does a lot to it while doing nothing to it. She has her dining tables looking like a classical design with a lot of carvings, while her living area, as she says, has a lot of modern furniture. So there is a blend of both. There is an addition of color only through plants that I see in this space. Everything rest remains neutral, which makes the space feel more larger. It makes the space feel more airy.
12 hours and not realize how time is passing because this window is always open and the breeze...
I don't know why she has these sheer curtains. Of course, it brings in sunlight in the day, but during the night, a blackout curtain would do wonders to this space. Anyone can see what is going inside unless you have a film or you have an opaque glass on the window. She has a boucle fabric on the sofa and a fur on the ottoman. The cushions don't look like they've just been put on. The piping done on the cushions is done in fur, while the fabric again in the center remains neutral with a nice flower on top of it. Even a cushion done on her sofa looks like it has a thought put to it.
Because this window is always open and the breeze comes in and there's lots of natural light. And I love
having a tray and having decor inside that is a very nice idea, and I personally use it a lot of times in my projects. Even the lamps on both sides of the sofa have a nice linen linear texture to it.
And I love this wallpaper. A lot of people, when they come home, they think it's my handwriting on the wall. The little secret, it's not, because my handwriting is terrible. And this is very beautiful, beautiful handwriting. I love candles. Like my favorite thing to have in a home is candles. And this one smells like cinnamon. It's my Christmas candle. This is where I watch TV. I love this part because it
Again, here in the TV room, I am in love with the cushions that she's used. A mix of fur, a mix of a neo-classical, like we call a blue pottery kind of a print on her lampshades and on her cushions. It adds color to the space. Also, I don't know how I feel about having so much of white. When she says she spends 12 hours on that white boucle couch, it is a lot of maintenance to do. It requires a lot of cleaning. Boucle, especially being a rough fabric, holds on to a lot of dust. If regular cleaning is done, regular vacuuming is done, it is a good idea to have.
Because it has all of my books here, my prized possessions, my books. I'm a huge collector of books. I love reading.
So all her doors seem to be flushed. It seems to be like it is a part of the wall. It makes the space look bigger. The same kind of fluting is also running throughout on the walls, like we saw in a pink color on the entrance. So majorly wallpaper and fluting is what has been used on the walls throughout the space. There's a good use of rugs, which elevates the sofa, makes the white break from the flooring. There is a use of a lot of gold accents in terms of frames on her side tables, on her bed tables. So incorporating brass with a pink neutral pastel palette is always a good idea.
So having Gauri Khan do my house was very special to me because she's like family to me. I've grown up around her and she just got it. I couldn't have asked for anything better, honestly. Feels like I had one conversation with her at the start and then I walked into a ready home and I was like, this is perfect. And having her do my first home is the most special thing that I could have asked for. Okay, so here's a little secret. When Gauri Khan was making this house, one big thing that she wanted to do was flush out all the doors to make the house seem better. And
flushing the doors is a good idea, and it is usually done with a lot of PU paints, groovings, or with flutings. It is not visually disrupting our eye with the views.
And here's my kitchen. I've recently found a love for baking. And now, my favorite part of the house. My closet! Welcome in. I love this room. I think it's every little girl's dream to have, you know, a walk-in closet. And because I'm an actor, it's a really efficient place to get ready and to have my whole...
This whole dresser seems to be like a whole 1 BHK. When it is a girl's dream, it would be my dream to have that many storage space for my clothes.
My whole team here. And I love an open closet because when I was staying in my house with my parents, my closet was a concealed closet and I couldn't really see a lot of my clothes, so I wouldn't end up wearing a lot of them.
Being an actress and having to display all her clothes is a dream come true, and I see a use of wallpaper also used inside the wardrobe, also outside the open wardrobe, on the door, everywhere around, even on the walls. Open wardrobes are something that people show. There is just a simple silver rod that I feel is there in each Indian household. She could have accessorized it better. She could have used trouser pullouts. She could have used a brass rod to hang her clothes. Maybe introduce little bit of leather, and pull down hanger, of course, would save her the issue of climbing up and taking out her clothes here.
But I've kept an open closet and tried to color coordinate it, so I'm able to see everything I have at least. And this is my huge makeup table. And here I have some...
The face lights put on the mirror, I feel, is an afterthought. You usually don't see those black or silver boxes protruding out of the mirror. There are better ways to manage that. Again, the soft lines in the mirror, like we saw outside, here is a mix of tinted and a simple looking glass mirror. I think she went for a vanity van design, but here she could have framed it better.
I have some books and some candles. And my first clap from when I was shooting Student of the Year. And Karan has written a sweet note on it. So that's very special. And I love having these sweet memorabilia, is that the word? In my house, you know.
Someone bringing their own essence makes it feel personal, and it is a huge plus for me. I love to have personal essence in the house and not just adding up things as decor for the look of it.
My house, you know, to make it feel like home. Bye, Edie. Thanks for coming home. I hope you liked it.
The flooring that we see in our house is not tiles, not marble. It is, in fact, a micro concrete, which is very famous nowadays. It is a seamless finish going through and through on the floor. And that is the reason her house looks like it's flowing from one end to the other. I am personally not a fan of an open layout. I feel giving the guest a view of the whole house right in one glance is not what I would really prefer, but it is Ananya Panday and it reflects her girly spirit. Also, I see only wallpapers and that fluted panel, nothing else other than that in each of the room. There are elements, there are materials, but everything is just same in every other space, which is just too much repetition for me. The color tone that has been chosen is white, is pastel, which I agree. But the kitchen was a baby blue color, and I felt a disconnect from the whole house to the kitchen. The only thing that makes me impressed is the flooring, which is new, which I don't see, especially in luxury celebrity house. People are crazy to just lay out marble. So this is one of Gauri Khan's better design. It would just need a little more attention, a little more detail, and it would be perfect. So if you would like my suggestions on your house, or if you would like to know more about such Bollywood houses, follow me on my Insta and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also drop down in comments which Bollywood actor should I do next. Bye bye.